Hello everybody and welcome to the 8th and final week of the Falinks Draft League Season 7. This week we're up against the Minnesota Marshadows, which was one of our late games last season. A very exciting game. Very solid player, but they've had a pretty unfortunate schedule in that they've played like a lot of the best players. So their playoff game is actually, or playoff chance is actually riding on this game. And in case you can't tell by the sound of my voice, I'm in a kind of a rush. I kind of just walked in the door and just finished genning my team. In fact, I usually hate to do the intro after the match, but I was literally planning on it until Lazie just said we'll play at 8:30. And it's 8:23 now, so that gives me 7 minutes to do an intro before we play. Their team is Arceus, Whimsicott, Latios, Heatran, Weezing, Mamoswine, Scrafty, Regigigas, Swampert, Zekrom. So Arceus, there's two things it could be. It could be E-Killer with extreme speed and then just like a Silk Scarf for a clear amulet or something like that. Or it could be Judgment, Terra, or Ground Plate, and then with some coverage moves. I'm kind of leaning towards that, so I've got some stuff spec'd out to beat Water-type Arceus. Whimsicott's usually a problem, especially for a team like mine where I don't actually have Priority Tailwind, I just have Fast Tailwind. That's quite scary for me. Latios not super worried about, although it is weirdly good into Miraidon and hands. Jugulus is pretty good into it, and Dawnwing is actually also quite good into it, so I don't actually think that's necessarily going to come. Same thing with Heatran. Very much struggles to do any significant damage to hands, and I just heal it all back with Drain Punch, so Heatran would just kind of have to Terra if it comes. Weezing, the awkward thing is that Weezing isn't really that good in my team. My team doesn't love their abilities, aside from the Quark Drive guys, but, you know, Necrozma doesn't need its ability at all. Gyarados, you know, doesn't really care if it doesn't intimidate stuff when everything else is special. Moltres doesn't really need it, Azelf doesn't really need it, except into, like, the Arceus and Mamoswine. Arboliva's not really peeved about not having Harvest. So the big thing is that Weezing is not really shutting down much that I can do aside from these top few guys, but it's actually enabling our Regigigas. And one thing that Lazie said in the chat, they said that they were really hoping to redeem Regigigas because it hasn't been performing the way they hoped. And when their playoff chance is riding on this game, that means that this is the only game that they're guaranteed to play of the season. So I'm thinking that might be a hint that Regigigas might be coming. Other guys that look good, obviously Mamoswine. It's a ground type into my team, pretty good. Zekrom, you just kind of want to bring this bundle of stats, although it actually is quite annoying if you don't have your own Tailwind up. My Miraidon will outspeed you, and just kill it. It also struggles crazy into Iron Treads. I don't think it can touch Iron Treads like almost at all. Swampert actually looks good maybe over Mamoswine if you don't want to bring Mamoswine, because I do have, you know, like fighting types and just guys that can kind of deal with it. Gyarados is one of the few ones that actually can deal with Mamoswine quite well, even though it's immune to Intimidate. Gyarados just isn't weak to anything that it can do, and can hit it with a very strong Waterfall. Scrafty also Fake Out's just quite generally good. Honestly, I think like every single Pokemon here is individually good, which is one of the strong suits of this team. I've yapped long enough. I've only got 4 minutes to go over my team. We're starting off with a Miraidon that is faster than base 120s, which is max speed Arceus, as well as, you know, Latios at 110. This is 100. Then we got Electro Drift just for, you know, stab, Draco Meteor for stab, Terra Blast, Terra Water. Water's actually probably the best defensive type here because it resists ice from Mamo, neutral to ground, and nothing actually hits it super effectively except for Whimsicott, which probably only runs a fairy move. And then Terra Blast actually gives me a good move into a lot of stuff like Arceus, Heatran, Mamo. Yes. Next up we have Terra Bug. Hands, this one doesn't Terra often, I don't think. The Terra Bug is really just to resist ground without making myself weak to ice. We got Drain Punch, Low Kick, Ice Punch, Fake Out. Low Kick is really good because it's 120 base power into like a lot of the team. Into Arceus, Regigigas, and Zekrom, all 120. Also Heatran 120. Mamoswine, I think, also 120. Very strong move. And I don't lower my stats like I would with Close Combat. The only thing that's a little bit dubious, originally was AV, which is why I ran this sort of spread. Then I'm like, actually Lumberry is kind of good because of the Heatran and Weezing. But then I just never changed the spread, and I've just walked home without having changed anything, so I'm rolling with it. Next up we have Necrozma Dawnwings with Moongeist Beam, Photon Geyser, Terra Blast, Trick Room, Terra Fighting. Fighting's actually quite good here if it is E-Killer Arceus, as well as, you know, it gives me a move for Heatran, gives me a move for Mamoswine, Scrafty, Regigigas. All of that goes down to Terra Fighting, Fighting Blast with a little bit of chip. And then Moongeist Beam will one-shot the Latios, and Photon Geyser will one-shot the Weezing. And they're both just 100 base power stab moves, just good into anything generally. That's sort of a Trick Room core. Lead these two, and then I'll bring this in the back with Giga Drain, Alluring Voice, Earth Power Protect, just solid damage into a lot of stuff. If it's ground Arceus, that should be able to two-shot it. Alluring Voice is just solid into Latios and Scrafty, and then Earth Power is for Heatran and Weezing, and the Zekrom as well. Originally I had Terra Ground, but I didn't like staying weak to What is Terraground also weak to? Ice. I didn't want to stay weak to ice, so I went water instead. Citrus Berry Harvest, just because I don't want to change my electric terrain to grass. Now, this is the main mode. Bring these three, then bring a Miraidon in the back. Just seems always pretty good. But then I did want to have a backup fast mode. It's much worse, but it's Miraidon, Jugulus. I didn't actually have any idea what to do with Jugulus because it's not really faster than... It's faster than everything it needs to be faster than with the Quark Drive. And it was already kind of living everything once with bulky bees. So I just decided, you know what, just go Focus Sash. Terra Steel just to live like 2 hits if I can. Dark Pulse, Air Slash, Tailwind, Protect. Protect I felt was important on the Sash because of Fake Out. I don't want to Terra this. I want to Terra somebody else. So I didn't really want to commit Terra Ghost, so I just did Terra Steel and then Sash. Then last guy we have this. Actually, would Covert Cloak be better? I don't think I have time to change it, even if Covert Cloak is better. AV, High Horsepower, Ironhead, knockoff Volt Switch, just with an AV. Terra Ghost, this is actually for Fake Out. And the speed, I actually have no idea. I think that's just giving me... I think that's faster than base 100. That's faster than base 100s without Quark Drive if I don't have the terrain up. This one is... Yeah, just... I don't think I could lower that at all. Yeah, because it would be speed died. That's the team. We're going to hop into it. I got to get my capture card set up, so I hope that doesn't bug, because I got 1 minute to do that. So we'll hop right into the match. Whimsicott Ground. Zekrom Fairy, Scrafted Fairy. Okay. I wanted to Trick Room. And that means we bring Arbolova and probably Miraidon. That's very just a flowcharty thing. There's not much else to bring in that. Unless I was to have like Florges and the Arbolova. How fast is Swampert? Swampert's 65, right? Swampert is 60, so it's guaranteed faster than both of my guys. So I'll be slower under Trick Room. I'm thinking Swampert is AV. Arceus is normal, which means it's E-Killer. There's no Wheezing, no Regigigas, which means my Lumberry is very useless, but there's a lot of physical guys, so it's not as useless as you might think. Actually, everything here is physical except the Whimsicott. So AV would have also been useless. Mamo's Ghost for Fake Out. Probably Sash as well if it's Ghost. I'm not really peeved about not having an electric move at all. Actually, on hands, yeah. I like my moves better. Okay. Oh, I forgot to give some guys names. That sucks, but it's okay. I'll set up Trick Room. And I'll Fake Out Swampert. That's a lot. Tickle. Tickle Whimsicott. What's just neutral speed, Swampert? It's 80, and then I am 73. I'm slower. What's my base power of low kick on Swampert? Iron Hands is 84 or 48. It's about the same as Dream Punch. I'll Photon Geyser or Moongeist. Photon Geyser is better because I could switch to Arceus. I'll Drain Punch it as well. Alright. Oh, that one is being encored. Okay, that's fine. Moongeist, let's see how much this does. This tells me what kind of set the Swampert is. That's a lot. The one shot, wow. Oh, because I'm -1 defense. Okay. Good to know that has knockoff. I'll switch this. Maybe I should have Alluring. Yep. Alright, what's the switching to? Zekrom's the only bad one. Arceus, that's fine. Do I live in extreme speed? I mean, if I'm at -1, and it goes Terra normal, Silk Scarf. I mean, there's a chance that I live. Edge Protect. Yeah. I mean, yeah, so even Silk Scarf E-Speed at -1, it's only 37% chance to KO this Miraidon. Okay, 2 more of those and it's down. Now Iron Hands. Does that live? It should, right? At -1? Yeah, easily lives at -1, and I'll get some health back with Drain Punch. I could actually maybe attack the Whimsicott. Arceus showed E-Speed. It's not using it here either. Swords Dance. Does Arceus protect? Does Arboleva die? Arceus +2, Iron Hands neutral. 40% chance to kill Arboleva. Does die. Protect the Arceus. Yes, nice. Does this kill? Yes, it does. Pentiment, that's somebody else. Zekrom. I think we double the Arceus to make sure it goes down. It can kill Arboleva with an E-Speed, but not Hands. Or it can kill Hands on a high roll. Life Orb? Oh, it's Life Orb. Does this kill? No. Yes! This should kill? Yes. Arboleva gets one. Alright, let's harvest up a berry. Come on. Nice. Can you tear out Pokemon locked in Outrage? I don't think you would. I don't think you can. The thing was not correct, but I don't think you can Terra Pokemon locked into Outrage. The Google AI was just wrong, I think. It said yes you can, but I don't think you can. Okay. Right on one. Yes. And Umbrella is going to take a second one. It missed. I don't think it mattered because I Terra Watered. Yep, and then Arboliva takes another one. Nice! That's game one. Secured up. Zekrom showed Outrage. Arceus showed E-Speed, Swords Dance. Protect. Swampert showed Knockoff, High Horsepower. Alright. Let's see what to do. I think we just do the same thing. And then I will bring these two again. There's no Tailwind, but I feel like that's maybe because the Tailwind wasn't necessary. Yeah, I like these. Alright, same lead. Oh, no, Mammo's different. I feel like this Mammo's gonna Terra Ghost. Yeah, I'm doing this. Wow, it's not Terra Ghosting. Pickle. It's knockoff then again. Why does everything have knockoff? I hate having Azelf that makes this less opportunity cost. That sucks. Okay, this is really bad. That sucks. Okay, I should have just Terra Fightinged. Does this kill Memo? Miraidon. Draco, yeah, probably kills. Actually... You probably don't Terra Ghost here, right? Yeah. Oh, protect. Tailwind up. If it Terra, it's not Thick Fat Terra Ghost. Ice Punch does not do enough. Alright, I switch to Arboliva and I will... I hate to Ice Punch Mamoswine, right? That feels bad. I don't know. I guess that's to predict a switch. Yeah, it did predict a switch. Alright, I guess it just covered everything. It's a good shift. That's about what you'd expect from Sash Mamoswine. You can come in. Electro Drift. Actually, let's just show Terra Blast, I guess. And then Drain Punch this. I expect the Mamoswine to protect again. Just the sort of same little song and dance. But this time we're getting rid of the Whimsicott. Blah. I just got the turn 1 wrong here, is the problem. I should just Terra Fighting. That was 1 for Miraidon. How many is a Tailwind? 2. Last turn. $77. Knock off. Ice Sickle Crush. I should maybe live this. Yeah, easy. Icicle Crash. Protect. Oh, dang, the double. Alright. I'll just Draco that one. I don't think it changed the thing, though. Right on. Oh my god, I lived. Okay. Ice Shard. Oh, wait, do you see the last move? Okay, well, we are fine to do that again. We'll just Terra Fighting the other guy. Now we see no ground move. Yes. There we go. Terra Fighting the other guy. Do I switch to just fast with treads? Like, that's not better, is it? Because I could do Miraidon Jugulus. Miraidon Jugulus. Then Necrozma in the back. Oh, this feels weird. I don't know if I like it. I'm just gonna stick with what I'm comfortable with. I'm gonna do this. But then, like, the problem is, like, I don't even like Arboliva that much. I'll stand by it. Or I don't, because the treads is kind of good into, like, the things that are being brought. I just Terra Fighting, because I know the Mamo doesn't have a ground move anymore. should have lived them in their order. Okay. Okay, there's Terra Ghost. Yes, perfect, got it. Pickle and that. I should probably still two-shot the Whimsicott. Yes, got it. Jerk him up. Alright, well, Ice Punch again. And I'll Moongeist Beam this because I still have my Mental Herb. I can't be on court. If Lazie had knocked off my Mental Herb, this was a really bad spot, actually, because I would have to switch into something Ice Weak. And that was a very free Icicle Crash if they expected me to bring the same 4, which if I'm bringing Trick Room, I'm probably bringing Arboliva in the back. Mental Herb. That's one for hands? Oh, it's not one for hands. That's really bad. Unless this is not sashed. It is sashed, okay. We've seen sash. I thought it was, but I just thought that would kill the Whimsicott. Okay. Arboliva comes in here. Alright, what would I... The Mamoswine is probably protecting, right? We don't think the Whimsicott can protect, so we will... Grass... And Fighting move the Whimsicott, I guess? Oh, it switched. Show me Arceus. Yes! Oh. Well, I'm on-court into a Ghost move now. Arboliva gets one. Marble Blue is Mamoswine again. Trick Room has 2 turns. Gigadron is a 4-hit KO, so I'll do that, and then I'll also Moongeist Beam just in case. I did expect to protect here, but that's fine. Sword Stance is fine. It can't Terra, which means that nothing here can actually die. Arboliva cannot die to Life Orb E-Speed. Moongeist Beam there. And Miraidon can't die either. Because of no Terra. I can die actually now. It didn't go for E-Speed. All of it takes 110 from +2. Actually, this is gonna kill me. Now it's +4. Does Miraidon die? No, Miraidon lives. Yeah, Miraidon lives. Am I still encored? I don't think so. I think I looked away and it went away. Actually, Earth Power is stronger, right? Does Mutacrozma die? 2. East Feet F on Terrifighting. Yes, it does. Why does Miraidon not die? Oh, Miraidon does die. Why was it not dying before? There was something wrong with my calc a second ago. I guess we just doubled this. I don't know why it shows Miraidon as not dying. It showed that for a second. Alright, maybe we lived the outrage we did last time. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Lord EVs, Lord EVs, Lord EVs. Lord EVs! And we Giga Drain Protect. Arceus protects. I might still lose. Yeah, that sucks that that targeted that one. Oh, and nothing. Okay, now I'm losing this. I think I just do this. I think it's fucking over. Oh my god, double protect! Does it still get confused if it hits a protect? Yes, it does. Okay. Now there's a win con here. Now there's a win con on to get self-confused. But I really would have liked... I don't think I had a better way than this. So if the Arceus KOs itself, and then the Zekrom's gonna hit itself. Yeah. I just have to hope the Arceus dies to its own chip. It's hopefully a self-KO. Yes. Now I need this Zekrom to kill itself. Or to hit itself. Come on. Hit yourself, hit yourself. Hit yourself. Yeah. Nice. Oh my god, I think I can do it on a second hit. That puts me above half. Oh, this is the worst spot to be in. Alright, I can't go for protect. I just gotta have it hit itself again. Come on, hit yourself, hit yourself! Ah, dang. Good game. Well played to Lazie. Congrats to them for making it into playoffs, presumably. I think that's their 5th win. Let me just double check that, because I do think they deserve to make playoffs. I think they had a very difficult schedule, so yes, that they should be into playoffs with that. So congrats to them for that. We are guaranteed, so we will see you in the quarterfinals. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.